Y'all ready for some broccoli and taters? Well, come with me. Hey, good evening to you. Bo was smoking for Jesus. We are going to cook up something today that me and my wife both like. It's kind of a broccoli concoction. So stick around, see what goes in it. Well, one of the first things you do is preheat that oven to 350. Get out your Dutch oven, throw you a lob of bacon grease down in it, start warming it up. All right, this calls for some broccoli. Normally we use a regular old onion, but this is all we got. We got some diced onions, got some carrots, we got some potatoes, and we got some Polish sausage gonna go in there. Last night I went ahead and chopped up this Polish sausage because we had a kind of a breakfast supper last night, and we cooked up something to eat for breakfast. So let's get started. All right, we're gonna take these potatoes and we're gonna cut them up. We don't want them too fine, we don't want them too thick, so I try to pick a happy medium. Alright, we're gonna get these old carrots in there. I like these flat chipped carrots. To me, they just, I don't know, they taste a little better in my opinion. I'm gonna use about a quarter of the bag there. Next is going to be these diced onions. They're already diced up, so we don't have to slice them. We're going to see how this works out. Of course, you can see these bags here. They don't ever open like they're supposed to be. We'll put the rest in a Ziploc bag when we're done. Usually calls for one whole onion. And I usually just cut it up in big slices, not I don't really dice it. Do it in big rings, so we're gonna do about, that looks about like a whole onion. Next gonna be the broccoli. We're gonna use a half a bag. Reason being, we will save it enough to cook again. I might have used a little more than a half a bag, but so be it. Last but certainly not least, the Polish sausage. I'm going to put it on the top. We're going to let that the meat juices as it cooks, flow down through all those vegetables. We'll season this up and go from there. We'll use a little salt and pepper on top. Going to use a little oregano. Going to use just a little bit of Tony Satchers. I personally like to put crab boil in it, but my wife don't like it that way. we're going to put a little bit of this salt and pepper garlic mix. Also, I almost forgot. Got to put a little bit of olive oil up on the top. That just kind of helps that broccoli and everything else have a little seasoning to it. Helps the seasoning stick to it rather. Now we stick her in the oven for about 2.5 to 3 hours and go from there. And that's what she looks like. All you'll do is put the top on her, throw her in the oven for about 2.5 3 hours. Got that timer set. We'll come back in just a minute and see what it looks like. Well, this is what it looks like at 90 minutes. I'm testing a test to make sure it's done. Well, here's the final result. It's in my plate ready to eat. Topped it off with some bacon bits. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button and subscribe. And always, God bless. Y'all have a Merry Christmas.